Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's West. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He'll do it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Kentucky, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Coming out aggressively. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Quickly pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
3rd and short from the 21. Give to the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting a pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He makes the connection. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
First down to start the drive after the break. He'll just keep slinging it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Wilcox. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got it. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll run it, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Gamecocks are on the move. On the option. The pitch. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's now third and goal.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch me in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lost one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in the house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Number 18, set to kick this
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Now it's 2nd and 4 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quick completion on the out route. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Throws to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I love the play call defensively. Third down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. They take the lead with the 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
It leads to second down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a mass.
Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 19.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Trying play action. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Carolina 24, Kentucky 21.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the first, just couldn't quite make it.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now.
Running toward the tape. Discards him with the stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On the option. Now the toss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
South Carolina.
Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Kentucky 21.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. He's looking to throw it. He's going for the big play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Coming after it. They get to him as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw it, Sellers. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback adapting. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
I love the play call offensively. Because you've got the lead, you know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Leaves it with the running back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good... For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Now on second down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.